Coach, you must be very disappointed. You had a 2-0 lead going into stoppage time. You allowed them to come back. Firstly, what is your overall assessment of the game? And in those last 5 minutes in stoppage time, what do you think went wrong?
Yeah, I think I give credit to the boys. They fight very, very, very well. They fight. These are young boys. If you remember, we were here on the playoffs and we lost more than 7 players that were playing in our team, and we were trying to rebuild this one. But those boys, they fight very, 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 very hard. It's just unfortunately the loss of concentration that we lose that 2-0 lead, which we thought it's gonna be. We're gonna kill the game and close the door, make sure that we don't concede. But unfortunately, this is a game of. It's a game of football. It's a game of anything. Anything can happen in the next minutes. Find yourself trailing. But unfortunately, we didn't trail. We're going to take positive from this game and come back tomorrow and make sure that we get a win, and then so that we can progress in the group.
Coach, you defended well, especially in the first half. You were very compact. They had the possession, but they couldn't penetrate. In the second half, you continued from there. You got your chance and you scored. Up until the late point, defensively, you were compact. Your shifting was perfect. When you do your analysis, I think perhaps now, your initial analysis, what do you think went wrong? Because throughout the game, your defense was impeccable.
One can say that they put another player, which was more of number 10 or second striker, who was trying to find the balls behind on the pocket between the right back and the centre backs. And then unfortunately we instruct one of the boys so that he must check his run, because this is the one who was causing problem. If he can check this side, he's the one who crossed the ball here. He was able to stretch our centre back a little bit wide, and then they get the space in the penalty box what they want. But we were trying to close that thing so that we should not allow them to have the passing lane in order to go direct. But unfortunately, those are the games wherein you find yourself being equalized, which is very disappointing. I'm very disappointed as a coach, but I'm proud of the boys, the way that they fought today.
Coach, like you said, you were compact, defended well. Tomorrow it's going to be a different game now because we didn't win. There's no sort of 3 points or a lead to protect. Can we expect a different approach where Mpheni will now go out guns blazing to get the maximum points?
You know what happens? I remember when I don't remember the year, but it was in Polokwane, wherein the all teams in the group, they play through and then number 1 advance. So I don't think we have a pressure. They have a pressure to win because we are not entitled to win. Anyone is not entitled to win. We within ourselves are not entitled to win. We have to fight to get that win. So tomorrow we're not entitled to win. We're gonna still play with our game plan, stick to our game plan, and don't change anything. And then we know we're gonna score and win the game.
Yeah. Maybe, coach, just to ask something, because on many articles you are rated as one of the teams actually that you are coming with experience. You've been in the previous national playoffs. You are one of the favorites. Does that also put pressure upon your team?
No, we're not favorite. We're underdogs. We're the team that have lost 7 players. We don't have players. We're building. It's just unfortunate we were lucky to be here because we fought very hard during the season. Because if you check, this is a repleted team. Those are young teams. Because if you check, the only player that has played professional football here, we have Tau Rankoko. And then the rest are the boys that are coming from SAP. The left back is 18 years old. The right back it's 19 years old. Those are the young boys that we are putting. And then the winger there, Mahango Haya, 2004. I think it's very young, 19 years. So those are the boys that were trying to build the team. And we signed them in January to make sure that we want to build a strong team for the future. Because we were thinking, well, maybe it might happen that we might not come here, but we must build a foundation because we have lost many players. So we are not favorites. Because when you came here, now I know we're not favorites. Because even in our province, we will never be favorite to win the league. So even to win the decider, we're not favorites. So there's no way that we can be favorites here.
Coach, just to ask you a question, as you've stipulated that you have young players, but in the second half it showed that you had better transition going forward than the first half. What did you say during halftime to the boys, motivate them? How did you motivate them?
We usually play like that whenever we play on the second half, we normally introduce the senior players, and that's where the game is going to change, and then we're going to get the goals. Because when you start with the ABC games, you have to start with 5 under 23 players. So when you took 2 off, we then well in terms of transition. That's why we scored the first and scored the second. Unfortunately, then we lost concentration on the defense and then we let them in. Because our main aim was not to concede today. But unfortunately, it did happen that we conceded 2 very, very, very late in the game.
Thank you very much.